Hello, Chef Denis here to show you how to make your basic pumpkin pie. This video shows one of our big batches because of course we make dozens of them, but the method for you is the same to do it at home. The recipe will follow shortly. For the pastry, we use a mixture of ice-cold butter, shortening, cold water, eggs, and a splash of vinegar. Mix the fat with the flour until crumbly pea-sized pieces remain. Add your eggs and liquids all at once until the mixture is just barely combined. Do not overmix. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and pack it gently into a ball or a log shape, but do not knead it. Wrap it up in plastic and let it rest in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Roll the dough out onto a floured surface, then place it in a pie plate and crimp the edges. Once you've rolled the dough out and made a bit of an edge around the crust, I use a little scrap of pastry to pat it in so you don't get fingernail marks, and then you crimp the edges like this. And then you blind bake it. To do that, you line it with either tinfoil or parchment paper and use some waiting rice or some dried beans to hold the pastry down so it doesn't bubble up when you're cooking it. Bake it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes until 3/4 baked and it has a bit of a dry crust on it. You can use canned pumpkin, but we of course use fresh pumpkin. To do that, you just get a pumpkin, split it in half, take out the seeds and the membrane, and then you turn it face down on a baking sheet and roast it in the oven at like 375 degrees for about an hour until it's soft. It's very easy to peel after that. Then you just chop the meat coarsely, put it in a food processor and puree it till it's nice and smooth. Set that aside to cool, and then we'll be ready to make our filling. For the filling, you mix your pumpkin puree with the sugars, eggs, milk, cream, and pumpkin spices. Mix it all up, pour it into your blind bake shell, and bake it in the oven as you would a quiche at about 300 degrees for 45 to 55 minutes. It's as easy as that. And pumpkin pie is definitely one of my favorite comfort foods.